Really? How you gonna see in that thing? What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back, Helldivers. Today I'm gonna highlight the weapons and explosives inside of the democratic detonation warbond. Try that 5 times fast. I'll do everything that basically goes boom or does damage. Honestly, the armor isn't anything too special because we kind of have this armor already, just the stats will differ a little. First up is the G123 thermite grenade. I'll probably take this into every single expedition going forward. So the thermite grenade is pretty useful. It doesn't do too much damage with the burning unless it's stuck to the enemy. It does stick. So I found that 2 thermite grenades will kill a charger as long as you stick it in the same place on the charger. And if you stick it on its arm, it will blow off the armor in 1 grenade. It does have a really long fuse time, but when it blows up, it does a lot of damage to whatever it's attached to. Next up, we have the battle rifle 14 adjucator. This has 2 modes, semi and auto. I found that if you're going to use semi, you might as well use the dominator though, because the dominator conserves ammo way better than this weapon. So the battle rifle adjucator, its ammo conservation basically doesn't exist, but in full auto, it'll really mow down some bugs. I find it more lucrative to just burst fire anyway, but things with medium armor, it kind of just mows down. But in the past 20 seconds of explanation, I've basically spent 5 clips of ammunition, which is outrageous. So the new player card, the yellow with the skulls, look very sick. I really like the new cape. I think it's actually the coolest cape. The armor, sadly, we kind of just have the armor of the Master School though. The new booster for lowering extraction times, this will knock off about 20% of your extraction time. The R36 eruptor, the eruptor is sick. So the blast radius that comes out of this is pretty big, honestly, for a primary, and it one-shots bug holes. It's pretty good on ammunition. I could see this turning off a lot of people because of how slow it fires. Unfortunately, you'll find the eruptor really floaty in the sense that you can't really aim it correctly unless you just take your time with the aiming itself. The capabilities of its blast radius for being a primary is just so large. You can kill 4 bugs at one time. One of the only real downsides of the gun is that because it's explosive, you can hit yourself with it, and sometimes when you do, it will jolt you forward instead of back. So if you're fighting enemies and you accidentally hit yourself, you're gonna kill yourself a lot. Hopefully that gets fixed in the future because it should push you back if it explodes. However, against these medium armored creatures, it's even better than the adjucator. It also comes with a really cool benefit of being able to one-shot bug holes. I see this being a game changer in a lot of scenarios that require explosives. You can actually see the blast radius on the snow on ice planets. You can see just how big it is. The weapon is not for everyone though, just because of how slowly it fires. Next up, we have the CB9 exploding crossbow at the end of the list. It's going to take you a lot of medals to get to it. Now, the cool part about the crossbow is that it is another explosive. Just like the eruptor, you can basically one-shot the chicken walkers. However, you're gonna kill yourself a lot with the crossbow. The blast radius is even bigger than the eruptors. Although it does take quite some time to reload, it's gonna be a new favorite of a lot of people. If you want to one-shot the chicken walkers, you have to hit them directly in the turret, or on the ground behind them will also blow them up because it's an explosive. Really, how you gonna see in that thing? The first cape is better, the first card's better. Lastly, we have the grenade pistol. There is a small glitch in the grenade pistol right now, in that the first shot that you get, you actually get 2, but the rest of them is only 1. I don't know why. The iron sights are really cool. You get 2 for the first shot. I think it's just a glitch right now though. Normally you get 1. It's essentially as good as an impact grenade. So you can run this with a supply pack and essentially you're just shooting grenades all the time. You're not going to be doing too much damage to hulks and tanks with this, just like you wouldn't be with the impact grenade. Maybe blow off an arm or something. It's still the strongest sidearm in the game, provided that you're not in melee range against the enemies. Honestly, due to all the new explosions that just came out, we're gonna find some really cool loadouts in the democratic detonation warbond. The new update did come with more ship management ship modules, so go check those out too. They're really expensive, but they finally give you something to spend your money and your samples on. So that was the detonation warbond. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't, let me know why so I can make it better in the next one. And let me know if I missed anything. Also, drop some new loadouts in the comments and tell me why you think they're the best loadouts with the new warbond. Y'all have a good one. Peace!